Good morning, guys. Welcome to episode 1 of the Lock-In. So yeah, last week I just wrapped up the last full-time semester of my engineering degree, and now I have like a week and a half until it's currently, it's April 26th. So I have nine days, I think, 9 days until May 5th when I'm starting work. I'm starting full-time as a software engineer at Lockheed Martin. And so I just took some time this week to like really reflect on like my goals in life that I've set for myself, and like just like the last like 2-3 years of my life, which have been like absolutely hectic. And I'm realizing now that this is the first time where, yes, like my responsibilities are like going up in some way. I'm starting a full-time job, and I'm also going to be building my company on the side. But at the same time, I'm finally able to have like actual predictable schedule, and I'm able to just, as this series suggests, lock in and really build some momentum and some real progress. So I just took some time to like look at like, what are my goals that I set for myself like even years ago, just reading through like old notebooks and everything like that. And I realized that I've made exactly the progress, even more than I've wanted to make on those goals. So for starters, I really wanted to start and build a company that I'm very proud of and is building something in the tech space that is a product that I myself actually want to use. And we're doing that right now at Sway. I wanted to start a YouTube channel for the longest time and make content that I'm proud of, that's authentic to me, that I enjoy doing, and hopefully provides value to other people. And I wanted to get into software engineering and actually land a full-time role that I'm proud to have, I'm excited to work for, and excited to challenge myself and learn in. And so I've made progress on all of those fronts. All of those I'm working towards, I'm in the middle of doing. I've taken action, I've landed the job, started the company, we've made great progress. I've started this channel, it's picking up steam, I'm getting views, lots of you guys are subscribing and giving me great feedback. But I just realized now, like, it's not the time to let up. This is now, it's like I've been running with a weight vest on, and now finally I can take that weight vest off. Instead of relaxing, now that I have that relief, I can just fucking sprint as fast as I can. So that's what I'm doing. And so the motivation for this series and why I wanted to take you guys along with it is I want to just like hold myself to a higher standard. And instead of just like having this in my head as like, okay, we're gonna start, let's pick it up, let's lock in and do these things, I want to actually define what I'm going to do and state exactly, I'm dropping a video a week, I'm doing this, and this, and actually hold myself to that and bring people along for the journey. I'm hitting a run this morning with my friend and business partner Matt that you've probably seen on this channel already. But while I wait for him, I just wanted to say some more things on what I was just talking about. Yeah, man, like I'm just like, instead of just diving right into work, like I finished my last exam Monday. I went to like a Nordic spa with my girlfriend where you've got like saunas, cold plunges, all that stuff. So it was just like several hours, no phone, just like meditating, sweating like crazy in the woods. It was awesome. And then took the next couple days to just like clear my brain, read some books, write some things down. And like I just realized that like I said, I'm making progress towards all of my goals, and I see exactly what I want to be. Like I see like the dream career, dream life for myself, like building exactly what I want to be building. And I'm perfectly on trajectory for that, so long as I keep my focus and sharpen my systems. And so like basically I've made this progress to get to this point against like such huge resistance. And like for some context, like maybe I can kind of share some of my like the last 2-3 years of my life. But basically, like while I was in school, my friend and I, a current partner of mine right now, Jackson, he and I have been like longtime friends forever, and we always wanted to get into business together. We never knew what that would be, when that would be. Like back in the day, like in high school, we played hockey together, we'd be reading Rich Dad Poor Dad, like all the classics and stuff like that. But then in, I think, second year university, he went to a different school, I went to one school here. Just like online, we ended up starting a marketing agency, like helping generate leads for renovation companies like around town here. And so we got some customers. We were a little bit profitable, put a little bit of money in our pockets. And then we were doing that while we were all in school. And then we ended up turning that, we started automating some things in our own business and actually kind of got into the software space and tried making a product to automate that for other people that would be our clients. And so that was how we got into the world of actual like startups and stuff like that. And we threw ourselves in like head first, like just like working crazy hours, like going full time on it while still doing school and all that stuff, just taking huge risks, all this stuff. And it paid off. It paid off for sure. Like obviously we built an MVP, we got early users and stuff, but we weren't able to raise money. So we ended up ending our own involvement with it. We had a third partner, but anyway. And that was a really hard time, ending our involvement with that because I paused school for like 6 months while we went full time on that. And that was really stressful because I kind of moved a bit behind my friends and spent a bunch of money I didn't have on my credit line. And then I realized, oh shit, like first of all, I need to get into school to keep that moving along. Then I need to figure out how to pay for school, and I'm in all this debt, and I need to get a job, and I don't have my degree. So I was actually able to scramble and get a job at full-time at a Y Combinator backed company. So I worked that remote, and they were actually cool with me doing my classes on the side while I was working, but I worked like crazy there. Like I worked crazy hours and I kept doing my engineering classes. So that was like this past year up until like December. And that was just like craziness, but it like all that hard work and everything didn't even come close to matching just like that like pit in my stomach after we like stopped working on our first startup and realized like, wow, like this didn't work out how I thought it was going to. We're not millionaires after a year, and now I'm behind in school. I don't have a job. Like nothing compared to that. Like I'd do any work necessary and it just wouldn't feel like that. So anyway, in December, this past semester, I had my last like full-time course load with 6 classes, and it definitely wasn't as bad as working full-time while doing classes, but still at the same time, it's so, like it just bogs you down so much just doing only classes when you know there's something you want to be building. I was kind of past school at that point, but just had to wrap it up and get the degree. So that's what I'm just wrapping up now. And this whole time throughout all of that, we've been working on Sway and building that and making great progress. And I started this YouTube channel, which I'm very happy I did. And all that to say that now I've gotten to that point while having all these things going on, kind of like a weight vest and just so much uncertainty, that now I'm kind of like on the 5-yard line, and now I have the freedom and flexibility in my schedule to set it up ideally for me to actually make momentum and progress on all these things. Yeah, but this morning, hitting a run, as you saw earlier, I have a scoop of Carbolin carbs. That's about 30 grams of carbs. And then I put a scoop of electrolytes in there. It's like 300 milligrams of sodium. It's got potassium. I see Matt's here. He's at the end of it. I wonder if he finds me. I'm at like the very end of the parking lot so I can film this. I don't think he sees me. I'll have to call him. But I have the carbs, and then I have the electrolytes. It also has coconut water in it. So yeah, just ripping that, keeping it light on the stomach, but also fueling up for the run. I think we'll probably do anywhere from like 5 to 8K, just keeping it light, getting back into it. Don't want to hurt my legs, just kind of want to build a foundation. And I think instead of just like running randomly for the sake of running, we might sign up for like a half marathon or something later in the summer. Just something light, but still something to like set our sights on and actually have something to train for. So yeah, we'll hit this, and then later in the day, we're gonna hit an upper body pump day because it's Saturday. No, Matt, no. Where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? Good morning.
I'm a mess this morning. I was like, hey, I'm going to drive here and slide and put on my shoes when I get here.
Ah.
So I had my shoes on, took my shoes off, put my slides on, and came here. Next time I forgot to put my slides or my shoes in my U-bag.
The classic slide shoe dilemma.
So I will be back in 30 seconds.
Cat, sounds good. Matt forgot his shoes, which works out great because I gotta use the bathroom. And we meet up at the gym parking lot to start our runs just for this very purpose. This bathroom is right there.
Ready?
We're ready to rock and or roll.
Dragging a sled.
Dragging a sled.
See what the honest get position.
I don't know how to say running with it. I know. Yeah. It's only uphill from here. This one's tough. Kinda got it.
Doesn't matter. Still level. It's not brown. Beautiful start to Saturday.
What's our turnaround time now for? Oh, I didn't turn mine off.
Turn your watch off?
Yeah.
He's not actually slower than me. Maybe. If you check
You
his
did
shadow.
sprint ahead of me to record video.
Oh my god.
Fastest 5K though.
There you go.
Let's go. You told me to recover for 48 hours.
Yeah, I think mine was 72.
Wow. So for breakfast, meal number 1, we've got some yogurt with berries, the usual. Some ground beef with Tex-Mex and honey all over it, the usual. But now that we're running and working out on the same day, need some extra calories, extra carbs especially. I've got 2 packets of plain oatmeal there with some almond butter and some more fruit with a little bit of milk. So for the pre-workout stack, I am doing a little bit more carbolone, creatine, a half scoop of Total War, and then a half scoop of this Pump Addict Stim-Free Pump Enhancer. Oh, actually, I forgot. I'm also doing a half scoop of this beta-alanine just to top up since I'm only doing a half scoop of the Total War. And don't think I'm throwing in electrolytes this time. So, hitting a workout now. Today is Saturday, so we have a full upper body pump day. We have something programmed in, but I just proposed to Matt that we switch it up, kind of go crazy, maybe freestyle some stuff, so we'll see what he thinks. For the pre-workout, actually I already mentioned what I took for the pre-workout, but I just finished that, so I'm feeling good, feeling refueled after the run this morning, tingling and ready to hit it hard.
Tom, your full face is the YouTube. Ryan, you gotta include the clip of Tom. Thank you.
So I forgot to outro this yesterday, but I just wanted to close off, mention 2 main things. First, I wanted to kind of record, I'm trying to bulk up a little bit. I think in other videos, especially while I was super busy when I was starting the channel, we were making a big product push on Sway, and I was really trying to lock in to end up my semester and do exams and all that. I was doing the full animal-based diet, so it's super quick and easy to cook, and also I don't get any like weird energy spikes and brain fog and stuff like that. But the downside was that like I leaned out, which was great, but maybe a little too much. I didn't want to lose weight and I didn't want to be weak in the gym. So now upping the calories again, upping the carbs, and just trying to pack on a few pounds, some muscle, and get a little bit stronger. So I took little videos of what I was eating. I think I showed my breakfast, but then for like a pre-workout meal, I had this like dill chicken salad I usually do on sourdough. Actually getting food and carbs in before workouts helps so much. Like I was way stronger in the gym, was able to get a much better pump. Then after that, I just had some of that beef I had again for breakfast with honey on it, but over top of sweet potato that I cooked up. And then for dinner, I had this new recipe I was trying. I had these like beef cubes I bought forever ago. And then I went out and I got some potatoes, cooked those in a pan with some olive oil, salt, pepper, thyme, and then took those off in the same pan, throw in the beef cubes, cook those up, and then add butter to it all, olive oil, garlic, and then bring the potatoes back in, cover it, and let it get a little saucy. That was absolutely delicious. So lots of calories yesterday. I don't think I did much like snacking in between or anything, maybe some fruit here and there. But it has me feeling like very full, very nice today. This is the next morning since I forgot to outro it. But the other thing I really wanted to close off for this intro video to the series is like, what are the outputs I want to get, and what does this actual like lock-in period look like? So basically like the goals I want to set for the end of this summer is we want to raise our pre-seed round for Sway. And we're not going to be going, I want to work at my job that I'm in right now at Lockheed for at least, like I want to work. I'm very excited for that job. I don't want to just start it and then jump off to my startup and stuff. I really want to learn and absorb as much as I can there and just kind of like settle into my career. But at the same time, we want to raise this small pre-seed round for Sway so we can continue making progress on it, because we need to buy things like circuit boards, like just components, all of that stuff. We need money to do all that. We don't want to be stopped on that front. So want to close that. We want to fill out pre-orders and everything. But another tangible goal I have for the end of this summer is I want to get to 25,000 subscribers on this channel. And I think I can do it during this like lock-in phase. I want to be dropping at least 1 or 2 videos every single week. And they're going to be more like vlog style like this. And then maybe every like 3 weeks, maybe 1 or 2 of these videos a month I will do, where they're more highly edited. They have more of like a theme and stuff. I'll do some more of those. But in terms of these like vlog style, just kind of documenting everything that I'm doing, so you guys can like get to know me, follow along the journey and everything. Yeah, 1 or 2 of those every single week. Keep myself consistent and just kind of start building my brand in that way. And then another thing I'm doing is, I'm usually pretty consistent with this, but sometimes I fall off. And during this period, I really want every single day, 20 minutes, bare minimum meditation. I want to be getting through a book like a physical book every 1 or 2 weeks. And aside from that, my schedule is going to be just very, very tight. So my work schedule, what it looks like is I actually will be working 4 days a week instead of 5. So that'll be 4 10-hour days instead of 5 8-hour days. So I get Friday, Saturday, and Sunday as my weekends, which is basically a 3-day work week on Sway and YouTube. And in the meantime, I'll be sticking to my early mornings where I'm up at 4:30 to get work in on my personal pursuits, whether that's business or YouTube, before gym and before work. Yeah, so I'm excited. I'm excited to be bringing people along for this journey. I know this video wasn't super, it's a little all over the place. I'm just sharing and spewing my thoughts on this series. But yeah, I'm really excited. I hope you guys are too. Thank you for tuning in, and let's